Hello everyone, my name is Braden, this is Airless Quill 9 and welcome back to this 2024 Monster Manual series. Sorry I haven't done a video on this in a while. I've just been going through some stuff and it's been a struggle to make these videos, but I'm back at it and I'll try to keep these as consistent as possible. But let's go ahead and get to it. In today's video, we are going to talk about larvae. These are fitting fates for deprived souls. They inhabit the lower planes, and the 2024 Monster Manual says that these larvae are souls condemned to the lower planes. They've become these repulsive maggot-like creatures with twisted features evocative of those they possessed in life. These pathetic creatures are nearly helpless and struggle to escape the attention of the more powerful inhabitants of the lower planes. Many fiends view larvae as delicacies to be consumed, while evil magic users find larvae useful for depraved rituals. Night hags in particular frequently collect and herd larvae, trading them to nefarious parties across the multiverse. Larvae that survive on the lower planes long enough can eventually transform into other sorts of lesser fiends. So that is what the larvae are, and they didn't really have a stat block in the 2014 Monster Manual. I believe it was present in the Dungeon Master's Guide for 2014. But let's go ahead and take a look at their stat block. So this is the 2024 larva stat block. They are medium fiends, they are neutral evil, they have an armor class of 9, 9 hit points, an initiative of -1 or 9. They have a speed of 20 feet. For ability scores, they have a strength of 9, a dexterity of 9, a constitution of 10, an intelligence of 6, a wisdom of 10, and a charisma of 2. Senses, they have a dark vision of 60 feet and a passive perception of 10. Languages, they understand common +1 other language, but they can't speak. They're challenge rating 0, granting 10 experience points and having a proficiency bonus of +2. And for actions, they have a bite attack that is a melee attack roll with a +1 to hit and a reach of 5 feet. And on a hit, it deals 1 necrotic damage. That is 1d4 -1 averaged. So that is the larva. Now we can take a look at the small changes between the 2024 stat block and the 2014 options. As you can see here, there aren't really that many changes. The most notable ones here are that the 2024 larvae have a dark vision of 60 feet. In the languages section, it now specifies that they understand common +1 other language, rather than just leaving it up to the Dungeon Master to determine what languages that creature knew in life completely. Now there is some guidance on that, and just choosing one language is a lot easier than before. And the other interesting change here is that the bite attack now deals necrotic damage instead of piercing, so that's a small change there. So other than that, not really much to talk about the stat block. It's a very low CR stat block, so you're probably not going to see these in play unless for some reason your party is investigating the lower planes. But yeah, that is the larva stat block. Now we do have a new stat block that you might see come into play, and this is the 2024 swarm of larvae. This is a large swarm of medium fiends, neutral evil alignment. They have an armor class of 13, an initiative of +0. They have 22 hit points. They have a speed of 30 feet. For ability scores, they have a strength of 14, a dexterity of 11, a constitution of 14, an intelligence of 6, a wisdom of 12, and a charisma of 2. For resistances, they are resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. Immunities, they are immune to the charmed, frightened, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, prone, restrained, and stunned conditions. For senses, they have 60 feet of dark vision and a passive perception of 11. Languages, they understand all, but they can't speak. And they have a challenge rating 1, granting them 200 experience points and a proficiency bonus +2. For traits, they have the swarm trait that states that they can occupy another creature's space, and vice versa, and the swarm can move through an opening large enough for a medium creature. The swarm can't regain hit points or gain temporary hit points. Finally, for its actions, the swarm has a bites attack. This is a melee attack roll with a +4 to hit and a reach of 5 feet. On a hit, it deals 2d6 +2 necrotic damage for an average of 9, or it deals 2d4 +2 necrotic damage for an average of 7 if the swarm is bloodied. So that is the new swarm stat block for the larvae, which, since it's a slightly higher challenge rating, will probably be seen more often than not. The regular larva, I mean, if you're encountering one, then that may be present, but if you're going to be facing larvae, it's much more likely you'll be facing a swarm now. So it's nice that they added a swarm option here for dungeon masters to use. But yeah, that's all the stat blocks for the larva. So thank you for watching this video. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you like this type of content. I am also releasing a weekly series of my current ongoing campaign for Sands of Doom. So if you're interested in Dungeons and Dragons and want to see some roleplay content, go ahead and check out those videos. But until then, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.